Hello, it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's reading, we'll be looking into your March 2022 predictions. What to expect in March, what obstacles may come up, what will go well, how can you navigate through problems, whatever pops up in this reading, I'll read into that. And if you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, my Etsy will be in the description box along with my Instagram account, my email address and the timestamps for each reading. Don't forget to like, comment down what you thought of this reading and subscribe to see more from me. Yeah, I decided to take a week off last week and a few days this week. It was very unintentional, so this is my first reading back, so hopefully it'll be a nice flow. Alright, so over here we have group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. Take your time to choose which group is for you. Choose more than one group if you wish. If you don't hear a message in your group for you, continue watching until the end, as a message might pop up nearing the end of your reading. But if not, choose another group. Deep breaths in. 2, 3, 4 and out. 2, 3, 4 to choose which group is for you. Timestamps will be in the description box, and let's get to group 1. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your March 2022 predictions. So this will highlight what the main themes of your month will be, what issues may arise and how you can navigate through it. Oh, we'll just see whatever pops up in the reading once we go through it. I pre-shuffled some oracle cards and I'll just shuffle some tarot cards if I can find them. Yeah, they're right here. I'll shuffle the tarot cards live on here. And I took a week off from recording, so let's see how this goes. An unintentional week off, but a week off nonetheless. It's done me good, so let's go into it, shall we, with your tarot cards. Actually, I'll start off with this numerology deck. Before we get into it, and apologies for the lighting, I'm using natural lighting so it just keeps changing on me. Alright, so let's get into it. So we have spiritual career, and then we have time out. Okay, alright, so that seems pretty straightforward so far. So in March, it seems like maybe you want to take time out so you can connect with yourself more, to connect with your higher self more, do some more, take time to meditate some more. Maybe even if you read tarot, probably get it more into tarot because we have spiritual career. And even a Reiki healing session may help you, because it will help you realign. It could be that you're feeling out of alignment and you need that time out, that Reiki healing, these tarot readings, these meditations to get back in tune with yourself, to reconnect with yourself. So I'm getting like it's all about the self. Oh, we have 2 sevens, your higher self. There's number 7 is the crown chakra, so it's like maybe spend time trying to open up your crown chakra, doing crown chakra meditations. Could be you're receiving loads of downloads as well in the month of March, and it's important to take time out to try to listen to those downloads. What are these downloads? What are they trying to tell you? Where is it leading you to? Even to write it all down, all the knowledge you may come across, write it all down, research it. If you know what these downloads are, definitely research it. It's all about enhancing yourself, enhancing your knowledge and understanding yourself more. And then we have health, yeah. So I'm getting this is your spiritual health, your emotional health as well, because maybe you've been emotionally all over the place and you haven't had the time to take time out. So definitely your spiritual health and your emotional health is what's important. Oh, look, another 7 as well. And so much purple in the card, sorry. So it's definitely time to tune in with yourself, tune in with your spirituality, your guides, your higher self. It's like I'm getting like talking to your future self. And it's like, what does your future self want to say to you? Maybe I should do a reading on that. I don't know why your future self is really coming into this, but it's like, where do you wish to be in the future, and how can you take the time out now? How will taking time out in the now serve you in the future? So maybe March is about looking to your future and how you can look after yourself now, in the now. This could be your health overall, so your financial health, physical health, mental health, emotional health, or this could be just your spiritual and your emotional health. But take what resonates anyway, because in the middle of the reading, we have the color yellow, and the color yellow links with the sun. So the sun is all about the self. Put yourself first. Maybe you've been putting yourself, so let's say this timeout card was here on the right hand side. Maybe you haven't been putting the focus onto yourself, who is in the middle. And then if it was over here, it's like, oh, I'll put myself last. So it's kind of like protecting yourself. Taking this time out is kind of like a protection, because we have health on the outside and spiritual career on the outside. We have 2 color purples on the outside, and then you are in the middle. So it seems like you are well protected in the month of March. And it's like, what do you want? How can you enhance yourself? Of course, by taking time out, but what else will help enhance you? Well, we have the number 1 as well, so it's all about the self. And then we have 7 plus 1, which equals 8, and then we have the number 8 here. This is all about abundance. This is all about doing things that will help you in the future. The future is a big word here. And then 7 plus 3 is 1. So it all boils down to how you spend time with yourself, what will fulfill you, what will refuel you, what's healthy for you. Maybe eat more healthier food, something like that. Okay, so then we'll just move over to the tarot cards, and then we'll read the rest of your oracle cards. Alright, so definitely put yourself first in March. It's all about you, group 1, because maybe you just keep putting others ahead of yourself. As I was saying before, when I was shifting the cards around, it's not going to do you any justice to be focusing on others in March. It's okay to spend time with yourself. Okay, so let's put that up there. So we have the 2 of chalices, connecting with yourself, connecting with your higher self. Just connection, connection, connection. What will deepen your connection with yourself? Yeah, the 2 of chalices could signify relationships, having relationships that understand. Maybe communicate your time out with those who understand, instead of talking about it with people who will not understand and be like, oh, you don't need time alone, that's just rude, or whatever that may look like for you. It's just about connecting with those who understand and connecting with yourself as well during this time out stage. Like, what do I want in this moment? How can I feed my emotional body? Because the 2 of Cups is all about emotions and how can I give myself love? Yeah, how can I give myself love? What will my body love? What will my mind love? What will my body love? What will my mind love? Like with these 2 here, they're having a heart-to-heart conversation, and maybe you love those deep chats. And maybe there'll be some deep chats in March. Maybe you've been I wouldn't want to say the word craving for deep conversations and deep connections. I'd say maybe you've just been wanting it for a while, and March is a good time to have that kind of connection, even if it is just with yourself. Okay, and then we have here the Knave of Wands. Yeah. What are you passionate about? And how can you feed yourself with the things that you love? Because with time out, you know, you're replenishing your energy. And the Knave of Wands is all about energy. It's like when you take time out because you've been burnt out for so long, how can the Knave of Wands be the Knave of Wands? How can the Knave of Wands really be passionate? How can they have the drive to move towards what they want? You know, so taking time out will help you reconnect with yourself and your passions, what you want to be doing and where you want to be. Wow, yeah. Seven of Wands. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying before, it's like with people who don't understand why you need the time off, why you need the break. Maybe you've been focusing on other people and it's been draining your energy. The Seven of Wands is someone who is really struggling. You know, there's these people at the bottom of the hill wanting this person's attention, wanting this person's affection or whatever it looks like for you. And this person is really struggling to keep up with these high demands, and it's like, how can you step back from these demands? How can you step back from other people and reconnect with yourself and connect with those who love you, who don't demand too much of your energy, your time, your efforts? You know, the Wheel. I just keep being drawn to the color yellow. It's kind of like a yellow with gold color, and then we have the Wheel here, which is gold. Treat yourself how you want others to treat you, because maybe you have, I don't want to say the word mistreat, but maybe you've been, as I was saying before, putting yourself to the side and not giving yourself what you need. And it's all about giving yourself what you need so you can turn the tables and you can see, wow, I've really been wasting my time and energy on these people who don't give me much happiness or don't appreciate my efforts. So it's like, give yourself that time, that energy, so you can appreciate yourself instead of not even looking for it, instead of giving yourself to others so easily. And then we have, wow, the Four of Swords. Time out is definitely needed. Rest your mind, rest your energy, rest your body, and give yourself what you need. Meditate, because the Four of Swords is kind of meditating. It's all about transforming yourself. Maybe after this relaxing period you may think, oh well, I've really been giving my time and energy away so much, and then afterwards you'll be seeing things differently, because we have the Wheel card here. The Four of Swords is transforming, because we have the butterflies in the card, and butterflies signify transformations, and you may see things differently, you may feel a bit differently, you may want to spend your time much more wisely, spend your energy much more wisely, and just feed yourself as opposed to others who don't appreciate what you offer them, what you give, what you give up so that you can help them. Help yourself first in March. Wow. And then let's get some more messages, shall we? I keep seeing the Temperance card, and this is all about finding your way, finding your balance, healing yourself. Because how can you heal yourself in the Seven of Wands state, who's constantly struggling to get their voice heard or struggling with their energy? It's about finding an even keel with your energy and how much you give out. The Knight of Swords. Yeah. I'm getting like focus on your target. Focus on your focus on what will make your mind tick. Focus on what really helps you move forward, because this time out will help you move forward. We have the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and this is all about too much going on. Oh yeah, Five of Pentacles, feeling left out. You know, after the Seven of Wands, wow, I get home and it's like I don't have enough energy for myself. I don't even know what to do now because these people have taken all of my energy. Or you've been spending time on the things that don't really enhance your energy, on the things that don't, or the people that don't enhance you is the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So it's like, I'm hearing the words get your head in the game, just so you don't lose yourself. Don't know why I'm getting the words lose yourself, but there we go. Eight of Swords. Feeling too tangled up that you can't see yourself. Maybe you can't see your self-worth. Maybe you got lost a bit because of the amount of things that you need to do, because of the amount of chores that need to be done, the amount of demands that other people have for you, whatever it looks like to you. And it's like, why can I not have my own space? Why can I not think for myself? You know, because when you're burnt out, you can't see things the way that they are. You can't see straight. But yeah, you can't see straight. And then we have the Knight of Swords here, who sees straight. So by the end of the month, you'll be able to see straight. You'll be able to think straight. Wow. Yeah, you'll be able to think straight. Queen of Swords. Yeah. I saw the the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck, and then we have the Sun card as well. So it's like having a good balance. You'll be able to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself and your own healing, basically, in March. Oh, and then we have the King of Swords at the bottom of the Sun. Wow. So basically, with this health card, you have to focus on your mental health then, because I did say about your spiritual, emotional, and other healths that could be done, but you know, mental health is very important here. What's tying you up in knots in your head? What are you anxious about? Can you dial things down a bit in March, just so you can free up some headspace, so you can think clearly, so that you can say what you need to say? Do you struggle with being honest with others? Do you feel like you must give your energy away because what if you'll be seen as selfish? You know, how will people look at you? If you think that way, don't worry about what others think. It's just what will bring you the most peace at the end of the day, or at the end of March, by the end of March. Yeah, find your peace with the Four of Swords. Wow. And then let's go further into it. I'll just have a drink of water. Okay. And then we have ebb and flow. Can that fit there? Yeah, we have ebb and flow. Yeah, we have the wheel here and then ebb and flow. So it's like going with the flow of things, as opposed to struggling so much that you tie yourself up in knots in your head to the point where you need a rest. You know, just allow yourself to go with the flow. Or by the end of March, this is how it will be. You'll be able to go with the flow of life. You won't be so succumbed to your emotions. Maybe you've been feeling like You give into your emotions, but by the end of March, I don't feel like that'll be the case. You know, you're in your head, in your emotions, your energy is all over the place at the beginning of March. But because you'll be giving yourself the time that you need, you'll be able to get back on an even keel with the Temperance card, as I was saying before. Unfoldment, take your time. Take your time. When you feel like you can do for others, then do for others. When it's time to do for yourself, then do for yourself. No pressure. Don't put pressure onto yourself, because when the lotus flower is pressured and squeezed into a space that can't bloom, then how can you bloom? How can it bloom? How can it grow? So give yourself space and time so you can slowly open up. You know, because the Seven of Wands is squeezed into a tight space. Yeah, it's on top of a mountain or something like that. But it's like that pressure is squeezing this person. And then an Eight of Swords tied up in knots. It's like you need to get yourself out of that kind of position so that you can open your mind and go with the flow a little bit more. And then we have Sundress, do it for you. Do it for you. Yeah. What more can I say? I said we have the yellow card here, not the yellow card, the colour yellow in this card, the gold colour in the wheel. And this is all about doing for yourself, knowing your worth, standing up to your worth and doing what you want to do, doing what you enjoy, doing what's best for you. Put on a nice outfit and go out if you feel like you need to. Take yourself on a date. Or even just surround yourself with people who make you feel good about yourself. If you have a lot of events to go to, or if you're going around visiting your friends or family, it's just all about being around those who make you feel free. Because maybe you have been in a cold atmosphere with the snow falling around this person, but it's like being able to get into the position where it's cold and not feeling bothered that it's cold outside. I'll wear what I want. You know. It's just about doing what's best for you, and then I was going to say fitting yourself around different circumstances, around different people, because you'll be more yourself. I'm getting like shape-shifting energy here. So it's like you go from the point where you can't shift yourself, you can't be spontaneous, you can't be yourself, to the point where you're unapologetically yourself. You can be yourself around different types of people. And then we have here with your last cards, dog barking, advice from a friend. Wow. And then we have door, opportunities are waiting for you. So we had the Five of Pentacles with the locked door. And then we have another door here, which is like you open this door and so much awaits for you. There's no lock on this door, unlike the Five of Pentacles in this deck, in the Light Seers deck. But I shuffled the cards again. You go from the Seven of Wands, who can't find a way out, who is let down by many types of people or something like that, who lacks the energy to move forward. And then you go to the door, which is, okay, I'm feeling so much better within myself, I'm going to go after what I want, with the Knight of Swords. I'm going to open the door and it's like, wow, this can happen, that can happen. And this wouldn't have happened if I didn't take time off, because I can't see past where I need to be. I can't see past these mental blocks with the Eight of Swords. And then we have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. Yeah, so maybe you're connecting with someone who has your best interests at heart in February, who has so much good advice to share, who is very loyal to you with the Dark card, and will give you the advice you need to help you boost yourself, boost your energy, help you think straight as well with the relaxation and being around those who you love and who will support you no matter what. Dragon, be aware of delusion, yep. With the Eight of Swords here, this could be you getting yourself into a twist, basically getting yourself in positions where you're not thinking straight, where you feel like enough is enough, and it's like you're not seeing things for what they are. So it's like this rest will help you take away these delusions, take away these unhelpful thinking habits. And then we have career. We had spiritual career, and now career. So maybe you haven't been able to see straight in regards to your career. Maybe it's been a bit too stressful and you need to find your feet. Take time off from work maybe, so that you can come back and be refocused and come back with so many different ideas to implement, because when you rest you're able to think things through. So give yourself a break in March, group 1, because it's definitely needed. Take a break to reconnect with yourself, your higher self, your future self. Your future self will thank you for it. Wow, so yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 1. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your March 2022 predictions. So we'll start off with your tarot, well actually no, we'll start off with these 3 cards here to get the main themes of the month, and then we'll jump into the tarot cards, and then we'll go back to the oracle cards. Excuse the lighting, I'm using natural lighting and I took a week off so hopefully I'll make sense in this reading. We have nature, karmic compilation, oops, and then we have change. Okay, I was getting really big, like a big, what's that word? It's like holding yourself well in the month of March, because I do feel like it's going to be a big month. I felt it with this card, but then this card came out and I'm like, okay, that's that's a lot. So in times of change, hold your head up high, no matter how difficult it may be, no matter how testing it may be. Yes, if you need to go out a bit, go out in nature to get your head out of this situation so you can think about other things. I'm not saying situation as if it's like going to be a big massive thing that's happening. It could be like a simple change, like you've been going through a cycle of difficulties, and it's like changing how you live your daily life. It's changing your mindset. So it's important to ground yourself during this time in nature, or it could be just as simple as walking around bare feet so that you feel connected to the ground, just so that you're not in your head too much. It's like feeling the earth while you're walking. So it's like, oh wow, this surface feels hard, this surface feels nice and soft, this surface feels hot, this surface feels cold, just so that you're not getting lost in the change that is happening in March. It may be a small change, it may be a big change, it depends on the person, but take what resonates, because change can be difficult, especially if you're not used to change, if you're not ready, if you don't like change. Change is necessary in the month of March, so don't let it overwhelm you. Because 10, we have the number 10 here, so that could go to like 10 of wands, 10 of swords, 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles. So we can it can go either way with like the 10 of wands and the 10 of swords, which can typically be it's a burdenous change. You don't want to drop things so that things can actually change. You want to do things the hard way. Or with the 10 of swords, it could be like, I really need this change. I've been down for so long and it's time to get back up again. Or it could be the 10 of chalices, where you're extremely happy that this change has come around. You could feel like, oh wow, I feel complete. I feel like I have all I need, with the 10 of pentacles as well. So it could go either way. So whichever way you resonate with, be sure to look after yourself during this time, to stabilize yourself during this time with the number 4, because change can be difficult at times with the 5, because in the tarot, with the 5 of swords, pentacles, wands and cups, it could be like you're losing something that you were so used to. And when we're used to something, then that makes change difficult. And it could feel like you're being left out in the cold with the 5 of pentacles, but it doesn't have to be like that. Center yourself, ground yourself, put yourself together before, or not before, during these changes, you know. Oh look, we have the 5 of swords at the bottom of the deck. You don't want to make things too difficult for you. Maybe you're just used to things being one way, but then it may go the other. I hope these messages don't sound too extreme. Just trying to describe it the best that I can. Oh look, Death card and the 5 of swords. So the Death card is all about change, doing things differently. I'm kind of getting like a stubbornness here. Don't be too stubborn in the month of March. Maybe you're a stubborn person in general, because maybe you don't like change. But change is necessary. We have okay, there we go. The Knight of Pentacles. Maybe you're like the Knight of Pentacles, who has a end goal in mind, and it's important to be flexible. This Knight of Pentacles has an end goal in mind, and it's like, okay, we're gonna do it this way and that way, because the Knight of Pentacles can be seen as stubborn. This horse has his feet on the ground, ready to move forward, practically sticking to the plan. But it's important to change up plans when it's necessary. Not change as in fully change, but account for like minor setbacks, because the Knight of Pentacles has a time frame in mind, because this is like long term. Knight of Pentacles is all about the long term. So maybe this person did account for some changes, but not too many changes, and these changes may be a little bit drastic in the month of March, sorry. So it's important to ground yourself during these changes, because again, with the grounding here, it could either be being stubborn or grounding yourself. So just take what resonates for you and how you react to change. But change is necessary here. I'm getting here the ending of something for a new beginning, or just a little bit of a change of plan, as in time scale, time frame. But you're still going to be able to put in the work. You just have to be more flexible. The Chariot, you're still moving forward nonetheless. You're still gonna be moving in a direction that you want to be. It's just that the route may look a bit different in March. So account for a change in plan. I'm kind of getting the Tower card here. if we get the Tower card, it could be a massive big change, or it could be just a minor change if we don't have the Tower card, but we'll see as we go along. The Chariot can be flexible because with these two people at the back, you know, things can go either way. He accounts for traffic jams. He accounts for a broken tire. Not a broken tire, a burst tire, sorry. He accounts for, you know, traffic. I think I just said that. But he will still get there at the end of the day or at the end of the month, wherever you decide to go. Because the Chariot has an end goal, even though the Chariot may not know the direction to go into. He's going towards his goal based on, I just want to be there. I have this great desire to be there. I feel guided to go in this direction because we have the stars up here. I feel guided to go into this direction. The Knight of Pentacles has a direction. So it's important to be flexible. It could be that these changes are actually putting you on the right path. Yeah, it could be that these changes are putting you on the right path, and you maybe you can't see it for now, but it's important to just go with it in March, because you will have the support of others too. We have the support of people in the Chariot card, and we have this person in the background of the Knight of Pentacles who is working as well. So you don't have to go it alone. Maybe other people are feeling this change as well, and you're not the only one. You're not the only one. I mentioned the Ten of Wands before, and it's kind of looking like maybe it's time to put in the work. The Knight of Pentacles puts in the work. The Chariot has the determination, the goals. So coupled together with the Ten of Wands, it's like, go towards your goals. It may be a bit of a heavy month accounting those changes or the amount of things that you need to do in order to reach those goals. It's just working towards it all. What are you working towards in the month of March, Group 1? And how can you put yourself in a good headspace? With the King of Swords, you know what needs to be done. So get your head in the game, basically. And then we have, wow, the Five of Chalices and the Five of Wands. So we have 555. And I also saw the Five of Swords as well. Wow. The Ace of Swords, get your head into the game, get your head into gear. I feel like I said that in Group 1 as well. It's looking like you're really clear about the direction that you want to go into. We have the number 1 in karmic completion. So it's like, okay, 111. Getting clear about your direction. Putting your head into the game. Making plans, having different ideas as to how you can move forward towards your goals. What obstacles are expected on your way forward? Because we do have the 5, which is change, and coupled with the other 5s in the tarot, it's like, what obstacles can you encounter on your way? How can you plan around that? The Knight of Pentacles is so good at planning. Coupled with the Ace of Swords, this is like coming up with different ideas on how you can work around complications or work around change of plans. It doesn't have to be difficult, and you don't have to be so stubborn about it. It's just about being sensible. Maybe sensible with your money, with your finances. Being sensible with your plans. Don't go too all out with your plans. It's like, keep it simple. You don't have to put yourself under too much pressure with the Ten of Wands. The Lovers, yeah. The lovers can, I'm getting like I'm getting like an intensity with this lovers card. What is this intensity? Because there's so much that could be happening in March, or potentially happening with the Ten of Wands. Then it's like, what are your options? Keep an open mind. Keep an open mind is what I'm getting from the Lovers card, because it's like you'll be attracting the life that you want to be living if you don't, yeah, if you don't account to changes. How can you reach your goals? I hope that makes sense. Let's see. What other messages do we have for group 2 regarding the month of March? That's too many cards. Yeah, keep an keep an open mind. Don't feel so stuck. Try not to feel so stuck in March, because it's like you could be being pulled into I can't speak today, group 2. It could be that you're being pulled in two very different directions, and it's like, okay, we have the Chariot and the Lovers, which is two different directions that you could go into. It's like, keep an open mind. Maybe write down what life will look like if you go in one direction. What will life look like if you go into the other direction? You know, will I be happy if I choose this one over the other? But keep an open mind on two different directions. And that could be like a bit of a crux that you'll be getting yourself into. What will life look like? Will my life change a bit too much? Oh, sorry, there's a fly. Move along, fly. Will I be, yeah, because the fly was just going around and around in circles. Will I be chasing my tail? Yeah, flies don't have a tail, but will I be chasing my tail if I go in this direction? Will I be chasing my tail if I go in that direction? It's like there's all kinds of possibilities in March, and you have to keep a clear head by grounding yourself. How do you ground yourself, group 2, sorry? We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, it's like things are just shifting or even changing as a whole in March, and it's like you have to keep yourself in a clear head. This is a shift in mindset, or just shifting in general. Maybe you're moving somewhere, traveling somewhere, or you're just shifting your plans, and it's important to be able to have a flexible mindset, flexible plans that you have written out. How can this plan be changed for something else? The Eight of Swords, which we had in group 1. Yeah, be flexible in your thinking. You know, things can't always go one way. Yeah, flexible headspace with the Page of Swords. Do your research on the different opportunities, on different options that you have, just so that you can enlighten yourself, just so you're not jumping into anything blindly with the Eight of Swords. Maybe there's just a bit too much going on that you want to just ignore it, but you can't ignore it. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, you can't ignore it. Because if it was upright, then it's like maybe you're just hiding from these changes. Maybe you're hoping you can get away with not making some change. But this is unavoidable, it seems like. And you have to keep moving towards it all, because there's so much movement. We have even though the horse's hooves are down on the floor, on the ground, planted firmly on the ground, it's still going to be moving forward. The Chariot is moving forward, 10 of Wands, and the Six of Swords is moving forward. So I'm getting like the message I'll get with the times. because you don't want to be left behind. Make these changes now so they don't pop up later on in the year or in the next few years. It's like, oh, I wish I would have worked through this when I had the chance. Your future self will thank you. I had this message in group 1 as well. Your future self will thank you for making these changes that you make in the here and now, just so that you don't make it difficult later on in life. I'm getting, that's quite a big message. But yeah, let's get deeper into this. We have fog veiled. Yeah, you don't know. I'm hearing the words, you don't know what you don't know. Maybe you don't know what the future will look like if you make certain changes now. But it's like you can't, even though things are foggy and you don't know if there's a light at the end of the tunnel, don't block yourself off from it. Maybe you're just stuck on a decision that needs to be made. And it's like you can't delay it any longer. What is making you so, what's delaying you, or what has been delaying you? Is it your mindset? Is it your negative thinking patterns about something, about this situation? But it's kind of like a now or never kind of situation. It's like things are being revealed to you slowly or all at once. And it's like you can't avoid it, you can't escape it. You just have to move towards it and hope for the best. Wow, tsunami wake up call, yeah. So this is my Tower card. Yeah, big changes are happening in March group 2 and you can't avoid it. Don't avoid certain things because it's, I feel like it's for the greater, for your greater good. It's to help you get out of your stuckness if you've been feeling stuck for a while. This change is to help you move forward. It may feel a bit scary, you may feel like it's unknown about how you can get to the end stage, but you have to go through it to get to the other side. And I'm just getting, don't worry about it, because the more you worry, the harder it will become. So it's just take one step at a time, make plans, take care of your finances, take care of your body, take care of your mind, ground yourself. Because it can get a bit intense at times in March. You just have to deal with it in the best way possible. And then we have here, flower. Be honest with yourself. Yeah, you can't hide from it anymore. You can't, whatever is happening in your life right now, you can't hide from it anymore. It's about being honest about where you are right now. Being honest about maybe what's going on in your head, what's going on in your mental health. It's like maybe your mental health is looking a bit dull. Maybe you're in a situation where your mentality is suffering because you're not supposed to be there anymore. Maybe you've outgrown this space and it's time to get out of this with this wake up call. Because with the Tower card, it's like radical honesty. It's time to get honest with where you are in life. Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. Yeah, it doesn't need to be difficult. You make things difficult if you want, let me kind of word this correctly. You make things difficult if you actually make it difficult. You make things awkward if you feel like things need to be awkward, or if you feel like this situation is awkward. It's just about being comfortable in the changes that are happening, because you'll be blossoming with all these changes, with the flowers around this person's hair, and then with the fruits here in the bowl on the floor. It's for your good, it's for your own good, it's for your highest good, but maybe you can't see it just yet. It's in the uncomfortable stage, it's in the why is this happening kind of stage. But then once you do move out of this phase, then it's gonna, you'll see that it's for your best future, basically. So big things are so big things are happening in March. You just have to find a way to ground yourself, to celebrate yourself at times, because maybe you'll be doing things that you never expected for yourself. Maybe you'll be making decisions that you never expected to make for yourself. But it's just about becoming comfortable in it all. There's no more hiding. Maybe you've been putting it off to the side for too long, procrastinating, because you've just been putting off these changes. But when change is needed to happen, it's time. When change comes, there's no stopping it. So you have to just go with it or be left behind, is the message I'm kind of getting. Oh, it's looking like this hailstone, so if it gets a bit loud, I'll do my best to be heard. And then with your last cards here, we have Archway. Yeah, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Exactly. It's like you're moving forward. March is a month for you to move forward, not to move back, not to stall. You may feel like you are stalling, you may feel like you're going backwards or something like that, but you're really moving forward. And there's just new opportunities coming towards you, because when we have a wake-up call, when we have the Tower, then only better things are on the other side. Yeah, you may not know what's on the other side because it's a bit foggy, you're worried about it, but it's important that you go through this situation. Fox, shrewdness, resourcefulness, especially in business. Yeah, resourcefulness. The Knight of Pentacles, sorry, is resourceful. So to be to be resourceful is to make plans. So if you're moving towards, I don't know, going to uni, maybe there's a situation where it's like, okay, I need to defer so I can go next year. So maybe during that time you can work to save some money. So it's like if you went before your time, it's like you would have run out of money because maybe you didn't have any savings. So it's like making plans for these redirections, if that makes sense. We have Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Yeah, change is coming. Lots of changes in March. So it's like you prepare yourself, ground yourself, feed yourself well, feed yourself good food, plan around things. Just so, yeah, caterpillars changing into a butterfly can be uncomfortable, but those changes were needed, were necessary for their growth and development. So you're growing and developing as a person in March. Owl, good advice from a wise person. Yeah, maybe you'll be in communication with a wise person who can help you in this direction within this change, because we do have the Ace of Swords. Maybe you'll be in communication with someone who knows their stuff. With the King of Swords, sorry. The King of Swords is a logical person. So maybe this person is very logical, sees things from all angles, because the owl can see things from all angles. The King of Swords can see things from all angles. So this person can help you see that this all is not lost, basically. All is not lost. November. for the months of the year. So maybe these changes would have started in November, but maybe you've been putting it off. Maybe you'll see changes in November, or maybe you'll be planning for November. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if we can get any more messages. I don't think so. The main messages here are a big changes happening in March, and it could feel like you're jumping out of your comfort zone and feeling unsure about the direction of your life and getting too much in your head. But these shifts and changes are supposed to be happening because it's opening up your options, opening up your opportunities. You may not see it just yet, but these changes are setting you up for the long term. So ground yourself, find ways to ground yourself. Maybe read a book. I'm seeing a book for some reason. So maybe reading grounds you, maybe cooking grounds you. It's just about making these changes easier for yourself. Alright, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 2. I hope these messages brought you clarity. I hope you have a good March. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. So this is your March 2022 predictions. So we'll highlight what will go right, how to navigate difficulties if there are any difficulties of the month, but we'll see what we can get with the cards. Excuse the lighting, I'm just using natural lighting today, so the light may change. I'll start off using these 3 oracle cards to get the main themes of the month, and then we'll go to the tarot cards and then back to the oracle decks. Alright, so let's see what messages we have here. We have intuition, trust your intuition, abundance, 2288. It could be that your intuition is deepening in the month of March, because with abundance, this is giving me Jupiter energy. Like when Jupiter touches something, it's like, wow, it just grows and grows, gets bigger, and it's like, wow, I never knew that this could happen. So maybe your intuition is going to be very sharp in March, and it's like you never thought it could be this way. Maybe you've been working for so long to sharpen your intuition, but it's like your hard work won't go to waste. Your hard work is paying off in March. It's like, just sit back, and maybe you're claircognizant or clairsentient like me, who has clear feeling and just clear knowing, and you're just knowing that something is happening, or you can feel that something is happening, and it's like these feelings are just getting stronger and stronger, and then eventually something will happen. Or this could be like just expanding your spiritual side. Yeah, growing your spiritual practices, doing more just so that you can be more in touch with yourself. New beginnings for the number 1. Yeah, things are gonna feel brand new for you, because maybe, as I was saying before, with the claircognizance and clairsentience, it's gonna feel new that you're going to be feeling these certain things, or knowing these certain situations will happen, and they happen. And it's like this, you're in new territory right now, and it's all about being confident within yourself. When you feel like, oh, something's going to happen, oh, this person is going to do this, then believe it. It's all about having self-belief in March, because when your intuition speaks, it's important to have faith that this is going to happen, because without faith, when you're second guessing yourself, and then something happened that you knew was going to happen. It's like, really? Did I really guess that this was going to happen? Uh, is this really what I was feeling? No, it can't be that. I don't believe that this is true. No, you need to have belief in yourself. In March, group 3. I keep going to say March, February, April. It's like maybe February, things will have been accumulating, and then in March things will be brewing, and then April, that's when the new beginning happens, where everything just comes to a head. New things come to you, because we have the abundance card here. It's like expansion. So after expansion comes new beginnings. So it's like, don't doubt yourself in March, group 3. There's nothing to, yeah, maybe you have worries of a daily, on the daily, but it's like, don't worry about whether you're right about something, whether you're wrong about something. It just is. It's like, just keep saying to yourself, it just is. Whether you have this strong intuitive feeling, and it's just like, okay, it's just there. I am not going to put pressure on myself to make sure that this is right if something is wrong. My intuitive feeling is just there. So I'm not going to worry about anything. Because it's like, when you know, you know. When you know, you know. Wow, okay, yeah. And I wrote down here, sorry, I forgot to say, with group 3, I wrote down use it or lose it. So, because I was going to say with this, speak up for yourself. If you don't speak up now, then you'll lose what you need to speak up about in the future. So use your voice now so that you don't feel disempowered to speak up on things that you believe in. So it's like utilizing your intuition in the month of March. So if you don't lean into your intuition, I don't want to be so dramatic as to say you'll lose it with this use it or lose it, but the more you don't listen to your intuition, the more likely it is that it will be dampened down over time, because maybe you don't trust it, maybe you don't believe in yourself quite enough. So maybe that's why I was saying, just say that it just is. Maybe you try to intellectualize your feelings quite a bit, and it's kind of saying, yeah, maybe you intellectualize it too much, and it's like, instead of getting into your head about it, then just say it just is, you know, because maybe your intuition comes in flashes, in random thoughts, and it's like, oh wow, I've never thought about this before. It's just like holding it and not batting it aside, like, oh, okay, I shouldn't be thinking about this, why did I just think about that? It's just like holding it and thinking, oh wow, I didn't know that this was happening. I'm just going to write it down. Yeah, write down your intuitive nudges, your thoughts, just so that you can come back to it at a later date and think, oh wow, that happened, it actually happened. I hope I'm making sense right now. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, use your voice. As I wrote down here, use it or lose it. Speak up for yourself, speak up for what you believe in, because what you say will go a long way with the abundance card. It's like your voice is extra loud in March, so you have an intuitive thought, you speak on it, and maybe you can manifest. Maybe you'll be a strong manifester in March group 3, and it's important to act on it or to speak on it in March. because your future self will thank you for it. Maybe it's a collective energy about you speaking up for yourself, for your future, because in group 1 and 2, messages about your future self kept coming up. So it's like, be more honest, be more on it as well. The Queen of Swords is on it. When she sees that she needs to say something, she will say it. She won't hold back. She won't mince her words. Say what you gotta say and then move on, because things will be done about it. Because we have number one here, Ace of Swords. Action will be taken. Wow, 8 of Wands. Wow. You guys are moving. Maybe not physically, but it could be that your manifestations are coming towards you, or you're manifesting in March, or your intuition comes in flashes. It just comes and goes, and it's important to act on them, to speak on them there and then. Wow. 10 of Wands. And the Knave of Wands. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so it's a very strong month for your intuition, group 3. And it's important you speak up for yourself in March, because you can get things moving. The 8 of Wands next to the Queen of Swords. Speak on it and it shall be done. Speak on it and it shall come to you. Speak on it and things will speed up for you. Wow. Why is this 10 of Wands here? I'm just going to do a quick shuffle on the 10 of Wands. That's the Knave of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So the 10 of Wands is here. Oh, okay. Maybe you feel like you need to work hard for what you want, for your manifestations, to get your voice heard. But what you want is already with you. With the 10 of Pentacles, you have all you need. I'm getting the major magician vibes here with this reading. I'm just seeing the Magician card. Act as if you already have what you want and it will be yours. Wow. It's like, be on the lookout for it. Maybe you'll be in communication with someone or multiple people, because we have major swords energy with the Knave of Swords, Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is all about saying what needs to be said and maybe waiting for things to come in, waiting for things to happen, waiting for change to come in, waiting for that new beginning. And all of these numbers, 111, 888, 22. March is going to be a lucky month for you, group 3. Act as if you already have, and act as if you already have what you want and it's already yours. It's like you can glide through March. Even if you don't have what you want just yet, you're gliding to it. It's coming in quickly. You're what's it called, major manifestors in March, and you have to believe in yourself with the number 1, and with the red here as well. This is all about taking action. Be action oriented in March. Use it or lose it, as I wrote here. Using things is actually taking action on the things that you want. So move towards what you want. Act as if you already have it and it's yours. Ooh, that's powerful. Powerful month for y'all. I can't shuffle today. Okay, so what other messages do we have for group to in the month of March. Oh, many messages apparently. I keep hearing the song, is it a TikTok song? All the things that I want, I already have. You know, I don't know how it goes, but act as if you have it already. Don't, oh sorry, my pen. Don't overthink things, because maybe you may feel like you want something now, with the Five of Swords, and it's like, that's like is self-deprecation the right word here? Self-sabotage. I don't know why I'm getting that word, but it's like, don't overthink things. Don't, as I was saying before, don't overthink your intuition. Don't be like, oh, this can't be it, can it? this this can't be happening. I can't have that, can I? But you can. Group 3. Wow, Ace of Pentacles. Act as if you already have and it's yours. But it could be showing up for some of you in March with the Ace of Pentacles. This is all about physical things coming into fruition, coming into your life. So new opportunities coming towards you with the Eight of Wands as well. Physical things showing up with the Ten of Pentacles as well. Some of you have some way to go to get your manifestations, but act as if you already have it and it is yours. The Star. Yeah, you're moving towards what you where you're meant to be. Have faith. Keep holding the vision, holding the faith, because you're moving towards where you're meant to be. If you don't already have it, some of you will have it, some of you won't, but the universe will provide. Wow. Ooh, strong universal energy here. We have the 8 here. It's never ending abundance. You can share your resources, or maybe resources are out there for you, so that you can maybe create a vision board, just so that you can hold that vision of what you want in the future, or for this year, or for this month of March. Create a vision board and the universe will provide. Don't worry about how you're going to get there. You will get there when you're supposed to get there. It'll come around in the most unexpected ways, or it may be straightforward. Wow. Group 3, your March is looking very powerful. Oh wow, ancestors, generations. What's meant to be with you will be with you. You know, maybe you'll be communicating with your ancestors. Maybe you'll create an altar for your ancestors. But what is meant to be yours will be yours. What's rightfully yours will be yours. Ooh. Volcano volatility. Ooh. Group 3. There's so much power in the volcano. Something is showing itself to you in the month of March, and it's coming in hot. Volcano is hot. The 8 of Wands is hot. The Knave of Wands is hot. It's all coming in hot. Maybe you'll be getting communication that this thing is coming towards you. Maybe in an email or social media, something like that. Maybe from family members. Maybe you'll be receiving the money that's rightfully yours. Or maybe it's a new job that's coming in that will see you financially independent, good financially. Wow. That will see it for the long term, for your next generation. Maybe this is all about children. These hands in the cards, in this card, is making me think of children and painting their hands and placing their hands on the piece of paper. You'll be making an what's the word? An imprint. You'll be known for this. Wow. For future generations. Maybe people will talk about you for a long time because you'll be getting what you want. It's a big reward from the universe. Wow. It's like the universe is handing you a trophy. Here you go. You deserve this. You've won at life. You've won. You deserve this. It's been needed for so long, and it's finally a release. You'll be getting your release in March. Woo. Jeez. Y'all are powerful in March. Major manifestors. So I just wanted to get one card, but 3 came out. So let's see what we have here. Wow. Justice is coming. Wow. Guys, this is just, I'm just getting your March is going to be so powerful. You'll be getting what you deserve, or someone else will be getting what they deserve. It's like opening the doors of opportunity. And it's like when the opportunity comes knocking, you're not gonna ignore it, are you? You know, you can either go towards these opportunities with a sword, which is like, I'm going to use my voice, I'm going to use my words, I'm going to say what needs to be said. And it's going to be done straight away. It's not going to be something that's going to take a while. Because with swords, it's like, with the sword suit, it's flashes. So when you speak, you will be heard. So you always saying what needs to be said and then getting what's rightfully yours. Or you can beat at it with this stick here, helping to get what's yours. It depends on what you choose, if that makes sense. But I'm kind of getting like, maybe this is about legal proceedings with some of you, because I was kind of getting that vibe before as well. But then with this justice card here, it's kind of like confirming maybe some of you are going through a case and it's wrapping up, and it's getting what you deserve, and it's finally that release, removing yourself from this situation. Ooh. And then we have mourning, the world awaits you. Wow, it's time to wake up in March. Even your intuition is waking up. We have fish here and water. And the justice card in the tarot is quite an intuitive person as well. So it's like, trust your intuition. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt yourself in March group 3. Tree, let them go, that release again. You're letting go of something that no longer serves you and heading for a new beginning. We have number 1 here again and number 8 here again. You're heading for an abundant time. You're heading for towards what you deserve, or what you deserve is already with you. Just take what resonates, as I keep saying. Wow. Some powerful moves in March group 3. Maybe you see it coming because of your intuition. Maybe you won't see it coming, but it's coming nonetheless. It's coming in hot. I'm coming in hot, hot, hot. And then let's see your last cards. We have a spear, heartache over what you no longer have. Maybe you'll be crying over spilt milk at times in March, but just know that this is for your highest good. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Fire, strong emotion, passion, love or hate. Passionate love or hate. Ooh. So you'll probably be feeling it strongly in March group 3. Maybe someone is acting like a fool and you need to set them straight with the Queen of Swords. And it's kind of like that releasing what you need to say will create something better. So use your words wisely in March, just so that you can actually get what you want, the outcome that you want, the outcome that you deserve. Victory in some endeavor, yeah. What's truly yours will be yours. What's truly meant for you will be for you and will come to you. And it will come to you in March or even in April. So either one or the other. December, maybe someone who was born in December is behaving stupidly. Maybe a situation is coming to an end that started in December. Take what resonates. But it's just looking like a really good month for you, group 3, even though we have the Spear and the 5 of Swords. So I feel like you'll be the winner and someone will be the loser. The winner is this person here who's walking away scot-free, and the loser is here thinking about what has happened and isn't happy with the outcome. But I'm getting here that you'll be happy with the outcome. Someone else will be unhappy, but you will be happy. Don't worry about what others think. Don't worry about what others are doing. Don't worry about what others are feeling. What matters is that you get what you need. You get what you deserve. Because it's been a long time coming. Ooh, wow. Big month for you, group 3. Alright, so yes, that's what I'm seeing for you, group 3. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi group 4, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. So this is your March 2022 predictions. So we'll look through the themes of the month, what's going to basically occur in the month of March. So I have over here the oracle cards that I've already pre-shuffled, and I'll use these three oracle cards to see the main themes of your month, and then we'll go to the tarot and then back to the oracle decks. Okay, so over here we have relationship change, synchronicity, and surrender. Just feel like putting that there. Okay. I'm getting the song To Become One, and when I pulled out the relationship change, I was just kind of getting like 2 people. It could be more for whoever resonates with it, but I'm just getting like 2 people. Maybe it's like your relationships are shifting, because maybe your relationships have been one way for so long, and then suddenly it's kind of like, okay, maybe we can do this differently in this area of our relationship, or we could do this a bit differently in this area of our relationship. And it's important to evolve in March as opposed to remaining the same. If you've been with someone for a long time and you're used to things, maybe you'll used to things being a certain way, maybe it will feel a bit foreign, a bit different, even a bit scary to have a change in a relationship. Maybe you're going from single to dating someone to being in a relationship. And it's kind of like saying with the surrender card, you know, things happen naturally. So if the changes are happening and they're happening naturally, it's like surrender to it. You can't force things to stay the same. Why should you force things to stay the same? Because it's inevitable that relationships go through a change, because you know, people don't always stay the same, and maybe you're noticing these little changes in March, and it's important to not mold, but to cater to those changes because maybe you notice once this person was maybe stubborn, but they're opening up a bit more. They're slightly being more honest. They're slightly being more adventurous. And it's kind of like not holding that against them. Oh, you used to be this person who used to just sit down on the settee and watch TV all day, and now you're wanting to go on holiday. You're wanting to do this. Oh, what's happened to you? It's kind of like just noticing these changes and encouraging them, or just surrendering to the process and enjoying the process. And I'm kind of getting like the number 2. I keep getting the 1-1 with this synchronicity. It's like things are just coming together. Maybe you are speaking about something that maybe someone's talking about something that you were thinking about. Maybe your partner is talking about something that you were thinking about. And it's like, whoa, it's like just noticing that you're on the right path and not forcing things to happen. When you see a synchronicity, it's not about, oh my god, what's coming towards me, what's this, what's that. It's just about, I've noticed that I'm seeing 111. I'm noticing that I'm seeing 333 a lot. And it's like taking notice of what you're thinking at that time. You don't have to do anything big and drastic. Don't do anything big and drastic. It's just taking notice of everything that's happening around you in your relationships, even your relationship you have with yourself. Just take notice, because not everything will happen all at once, especially with the surrender card. You just got to surrender to your manifestations. They'll happen when they happen, when they are meant to happen. All right. So then we have the three of Pentacles here. The 4 of Chalices. And the Ace of Swords. So, okay, maybe there's just got to be a change in a communication style, because we have the 3 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Maybe things have just been getting a bit same old with the 4 of Chalices. So it's like getting people to help you will help things move along quicker and smoother, hence where this change is coming in. You're collaborating with others. Working with others may seem a bit smoother in the month of March, and it's important not to overlook what others say to you, what others have for you, because maybe that will bring in some new ideas, a fresh outlook, or just a new way of speaking. Because the more people you have around you, it's the more ideas that can be shared and more epiphanies to be had. Yeah, new epiphanies, new ideas, new something new to focus on in March. So it's kind of like, don't overlook certain people or certain ideas in March, because it could be the best thing that could happen at this time. It's like lean into it with the Knave of Pentacles, because maybe you've been stuck for a while. Yeah, maybe you've been stuck for a while, and it's about time things move forward. It's about time things just start happening. And then we have here the 9 of Pentacles, and then the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So as I was saying before, maybe there's a change of relationship you have with yourself, getting more comfortable with yourself and exploring yourself, so that you're changing the relationship with yourself, so that you're more comfortable with yourself. You're leaning into things so much easier, smoother. or this could be just the relationship change with other people. But I'm kind of getting here, it's important to, yeah, surrender. Like with the surrender card here. Enjoy the moment as well. Enjoy the little moments that you have with yourself, and enjoy little moments that you have with others in March, because I'm getting like there's this precious kind of feeling here. Time is precious, the people that you care about are precious, and it's important to lean into that. Communicate with those who are important to you. Communicate your differences so then you can get onto the same page as each other. And it's just about looking at the finer details as well. If you're doing something that requires you to be analytical, then it's time to do that, because the Hermit can be quite analytical, looking at the finer details. Because when the Hermit is here, it's like going into yourself, going introverted and exploring yourself, and maybe even questioning yourself. Why am I like this? Why did I do that? So it's like asking the why questions a lot more, being more explorative, if that's the right word to use, as opposed to just letting things be, because a change needs to happen with this relationship change. All right, and then we have here, does the Devil want to come upright, or let's see, it wants to be reversed? Yeah, because as I was saying before, you can't, with a relationship change, you can't hold on to how people used to be, to how you used to be, because that isn't allowing people to grow, it isn't allowing people to flourish as well. It's all about releasing that control. Oh, release control with the surrender card in March, sorry. And just allowing things to go naturally. The Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Yeah, releasing, letting things be. It is what it is. I said that in group 1 as well. It's all about saying it is what it is, and allowing things to move in a direction that it's supposed to go in, so it can move smoothly. Yeah, with the Hermit card, the Hermit asks uncomfortable questions, like the why questions, the how questions, and it's just all about asking the right questions. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords as well, asking the right questions, so it's like things don't stay the same as they usually are. Wow. The Queen of Swords is asking you to get things moving. The Ace of Swords is asking you to say what needs to be said, to be more assertive. Be more assertive in March, even though we do have the surrender card. There are times where we must surrender, and there are times where we need to be more assertive. And then we have the Ace of Wands, which is all about, Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. Oh wow, yeah. It's all about being clear about what you want. We have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Knave of Pentacles. So it's like, what are you passionate about? What are your thoughts, and how can you put it into existence? How can you get what you've been thinking about and what you've been feeling about into existence? Turn it into a thing, and then you can change things by doing that. It's all about getting things moving, group 4, instead of just sitting around waiting for something to happen. And then we have Dragonfly Emergence. Ooh, what's coming? Shaman, Ancient Healing Wisdom. What's coming into your life? Yeah, because we have the Ace of Swords, which is all about a new, fresh idea, new thoughts, new ideas. And then we have the Ace of Wands, new inspiration. And how can it evolve? You'll be working around people who hold the knowledge that you seek, that you need to grow as a person. It's not about going against this wisdom. It's all about surrendering to it, listening to it, and applying it to your projects, applying it to your plans, integrating it with with your current plans basically. And don't get too attached to different ideas, to the ideas that you've had before. It's all about being open in March, group 4. Be more open than you usually are. If you're usually closed off to certain ideas, because things are evolving. Phoenix, how's that for a happily ever after? Oh wow, great. Endings are inevitable. So things are changing, shifting for the better. All things must come to an end, but then what will you be walking into when that when that thing comes to an end? It's all about newness. It's all about getting, what's leaving your life in March is getting you into a fresher space. You need to release what is no longer serving you and make way for the new. Yes, grieve over what you are losing. If that's a job, if that's a friendship, if that's whatever it looks like to you, and just welcome in the new with this relationship change. It's inevitable that, your relationships will change. People change, and that's okay. It's just all about welcoming that change and being okay with it, feeling okay with it, and make way for the new. Alright, and then with your last cards, we got a lot of cards here from the tea leaf cards. I only wanted a few, but they didn't want to stop coming out. Okay, so Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Yeah, be open to change. You can't hold on with the devil in reverse anymore. Some things are meant to leave and some things are meant to enter your life. Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Maybe this person is being stubborn. Maybe you're the one that's being stubborn. Or maybe you need to let go of this undependable person. Coins, money will be coming to you. Yeah, I'm getting like a big sense of release here. This person needs to let go of this mule's tail so that the mule can move forward. This feather it's about being light as a feather and letting things go, and then these coins are falling. So it's like, what are you releasing? It's allowing you to be light, feel light as a feather, and is enabling you to flow naturally. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. Don't be too hard-headed. Basically, with this skull, actually, I'm getting don't be too hard-headed. When things need to leave, let it leave. When you need to let go, let go. You know it. Horseshoe, good luck. March, oh wow, March is a big month for you. And Mountain, major challenge to overcome. Maybe you're making things harder for yourself, for making things harder than it needs to be. Because the mountains, it's like a major challenge, and you're holding on to a direction that you don't need to go into that direction anymore. Whereas if you let go and surrender to the process, then that's how things can change. Don't be so stubborn and hold on to what no longer needs to be in your life anymore, to who no longer needs to be in your life anymore. It's all about surrendering and allowing things to take shape how they are supposed to take shape. Alright, so that's what I'm seeing for you, group 4. Hopefully all that made sense, because there were a lot of messages there to pack in. Alright, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye!